Hi, my name is Lisa, and I'm the editor, consultant, and lead actor for Plan A. This was actually the second short film I ever made. My sister took the same class I did in high school, Exploring Cinema, that started off my love of filmmaking. This was in 2008 during the first year of my integrated media associate's degree, so I knew a heck of a lot more about filmmaking and the basics of film. So I offered to be her editor and consultant for the practice and her lead actor because we had very little resources at the time. We also shot this entire project in a single day. This was the first project I used an editing program for, and since it was just a school project, I used whatever music we wanted to, regardless of copyright, since we didn't plan to make any money off of it. I kept the files and changed the music years later when I decided to post it to YouTube and my channel, Spaz Cat Films. I personally really liked the intro sequence. I had a vision of what it would look like, and I was allowed to script it. I wanted a way to show the general personalities of the three main characters and set the mood for the whole video with the comedy of the awkward rookie working with the two more seasoned thieves, even though they're all equally terrible. Also, it was a great way to introduce and credit each actor as they appeared, and I was able to execute it in editing the way I envisioned it.
Okay, let's get down to it.
What are we gonna steal?
And how are we gonna get it? Technicalities. Here's Plan B.
Plan B. What about Plan A?
Forget Plan A.
Forget Plan A. We didn't even read Plan A.
It won't work. Forget Plan A. This is Plan B.
But what I don't understand is...
Screw Plan A. We hate Plan A. This is Plan B. We love Plan B.
Can I read Plan B?
Of course.
The scene where we get the goods, which involves us getting baked goods, was a horrible scene looking back on it, because it took us a handful of takes to do, and we foolishly ate one of the treats each time, so we were a little nauseous and really full once we were done with that scene. It was a bad, bad idea. I didn't realize that actors don't usually eat when they have scenes like that, so that was a good learning thing. My sister wanted to do a cameo like I did in my first film, so we made her the security guard. We shot her walking back and forth each time, and I copied one clip for a third pass.
How many times is that guard gonna...
While we were crouched in the bushes, it actually started raining that day, so my sister was standing with the camera holding an umbrella, which surprisingly wasn't too difficult to work around with the audio. But because we didn't have any mics for the actors, we had to talk overly loud so the camera could still hear us over the rain and just the outside ambient noise, and we occasionally had cars and stuff go by. But the road behind us was unfortunately very bright to the camera due to being wet and really shiny, so visually it's a little hard to look at, but I'm still pretty proud of how we managed to do that, considering how little equipment we had at the time. It was also my idea to shoot the ladder scene from under the ladder because it was an unusual perspective for thief movies, and it was a really interesting shot to look at. Plus, it allowed us to get all three characters in the same shot and have their dialogue.
Make her do it.
I think I'm the proudest of the window peeping scene because we filmed us coming up the window, but we forgot to film us going back down, which I didn't realize until I started editing, and we really wanted them coming back down to sort of complete the scene. I actually took the clip and mirrored it, which reversed our actions, so it completed the scene, and I had no idea how to do that, so I actually figured that out completely on my own, which is why I'm still so proud of that to this day, even how simple it is. The sitting outside the window scene probably took the longest to shoot because it was the most dialogue intensive, so it took us several tries to get it. Occasionally us getting really infuriated with each other. There was also a lot of shouting some of us had to do, so our voices were a little sore after that. We were also sitting on a few trash bags since it had been raining that day, so we didn't get wet or dirty, since there was also bark dust on the ground right outside the window. For the actual stealing scene, I arranged 3 different areas. We shot for a little bit, then removed something, then shot again and repeated the process until we got all the scenes that we got. Our aim was to have our terrible thieves steal the most random and useless things we could find around the house. We didn't show the actual thieves taking anything because by then we were really tired and we wanted the audience to try to guess what they were going to steal before they disappeared, and it cut down on the amount of work we had to do as actors and in the editing room. So there was a bit of laziness, but it worked out just fine. And there is a bit of an error with the fireplace shot, where you can see the reflection of the tripod after the TV disappears, which I didn't realize until later. So I didn't have a chance to turn the tripod into a different angle. I like how our terrible thieves, that they managed to break up the job into 2 different plans, and neither really worked out. Also, our pillowcases are stuffed with blankets and pillows to look full of loot, but so they aren't actually heavy for us to hold since we had to shoot this scene a couple times. Also, we decided to copy a lot of movies and do a short after-credit scene where the thieves get caught. My sister is the one who yells "freeze" from behind the camera, and we had to shoot a couple times because when we hold up our hands, we couldn't get the placement just right, so we're not blocking anyone's faces, and so it doesn't look terribly awkward. And we tried to make it look as natural as possible.
Action.
And of course, with all my fiction films, there are plenty of bloopers. There are 2 pranks actually that the actors planned out.
Here's plan B.
One at the planning scene at the beginning with the table, and one at the window scene.
Action.
There are actually more bloopers in this video than the original version because I lost that edited file when I planned to post it to YouTube, so I had to re-edit the entire project. Thankfully, I still had all the original footage, so all I really had to do was time, and I knew the basic outline of the script, so it wasn't terribly difficult.
Action. Plan B. What about plan A?
Forget.
Action. Plan A. What about Plan B? Sounds good. Though I am just curious, is that from your personal stash?
Sorry.
Well, I skimmed it, but I thought we were going to talk about it. Are we discussing everything we need to know? Is he a folder?
Action.
Honestly, remember that stuff are gonna walk by? No, it's about Claire sitting here. We better do something. It's look, she's like, okay, everyone knows I have to do. Wait, how are we going? God damn it!
Action. Action. Well, looks like the coast is clear. Yeah, it's clear. Action.
Well, it looks like no one's home. Yep, coast is clear.
What are you talking about? There's a vicious attack animal in there. It's a killing machine. It lies in there ready for us to get. Son of a bitch!
Action.
Well, it looks like no one's home. Yep, coast is clear.
What are you talking about? There's a vicious attack animal in there. It's a killing machine. It lies in there ready for. God damn it!
Action.
Oh, this isn't possible. That's it. We're going back to plan A.
Back to plan A.
Yeah.
What happened to Screw Plan A? We hate Plan A!
What are you talking about? We love. Oh, this isn't possible. That's it. We're going back to plan A.
Back to plan A.
Yeah.
What happened to Screw Plan A? We hate Plan A!
Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and we hope to see you again. Bye!